Okay, this is second question of homework 10. It's also an explanation of some concepts in the professor's words and our own words. First concept is wide sense stationary process. In the notes, we see that a real stochastic process xt is stationary in the wide sense if its expected value is a constant and its autocorrelation depends on t1 minus t2 only. Ext is equal to eta and equal to constant. Ext minus plus tau xt is equal to r tau. For example, Poisson increment process, Poisson impulses process, and random telephone signal wide sense stationary processes. Second concept is the independent increment process. We see that xt is a process with independent increments if the probability of xt_a minus xt_b is less than or equal to x1, and xt_c minus xt_d is less than or equal to x2, equal to the probability of xt1 minus xt_b less than or equal to x1, and the probability of xt_c minus xt_d is less than or equal to x2 for any non-overlapping intervals. Independent increments process means the increments of different time in the process have no influence with each other. The third concept is Markov process. In the professor's notes, we see that a process xt is a Markov process if the past has no influence on the statistic of the future under the condition that the present is known. That is for any small n and t1 bigger than t2 bigger than blah blah bigger than tn, we have the probability of xt1 less than or equal to x1 in the condition of xt2 equal to x2, xt3 equal to x3, blah blah xtn equal to xn is equal to the probability of xt1 is less than or equal to x1 in the condition of xt2 equal to x2. In my opinion, Markov process means only the status of present will influence the next process. The fourth concept is normal process. A process xt is said to be normal if the random variables xt1, xt2 to xtn are jointly normal for any n, any t1, t2 to tn. That is, we can then write this equation from the definition of normal. This equation we can say here is x and eta, where x is equal to the column of a column from x1 to xn, and eta is equal to ex, z is equal to ex minus eta, x minus eta transform, where C is an autocorrelative matrix which is symmetric, positive, definite. The fifth concept is strict sense stationary process. We see that xt is the strict sense stationary process if fx(x1 to xn, t1 to tn) is equal to fx(x1 to xn, t1 minus epsilon to tn minus epsilon for any n, any t1 to tn, and any epsilon. The sixth is white noise. Which is a zero mean white noise if it has this equation. And the seventh is the mean ergodic process. Xt is the mean ergodic process if and only if the limit 1 in 4t square integral of say t1 t2 dt1 t2 dt2 is equal to 0. which means that the limit of say t1, t2 when t converges to infinity is equal to 0. The last one is martingales. From the Wikipedia, we can see that martingale is a model of a fire game where knowledge of past events never helps predict the mean of the future winnings, which is similar to Markov process we introduced before.